Git log is nothing but Git history. Then what kind of history do you need here? Say for example, you are asked to work on a project which was not started by you, but it was started by someone else, but you were asked to work on that project and you don't know anything about that project. So whenever you are asked to work on a project, so the first thing that you will do is to clone the project into your local system. So once you clone the project into your local system, you will try to understand the project because it was not started by you. You will have to go through the entire project. You need to go through the entire project flow. Now, if you wanted to know about the entire history of the project, like who has started the project, or who has done the last commit, or what kind of changes were done, or what is the current state of the project, if you wanted to know about all this information, right, there is one important command called git log, which is going to provide the entire history of the project. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to download any project from Google. Okay, so I will try to open Google Chrome and I will try to open any of the project which I don't know about. Okay, because I wanted to show it in practical. So let me open Google Chrome. Right, I have Google Chrome opened. Right, okay, let me open Google Chrome. That's not a so I am opening the Google Chrome. Right, done. So what do we say? Simple Android or HTML or simple HTML projects in GitHub, because I just want to download any project and just want to see the entire history of that project. Okay, so we have some project here which says beginner HTML site styled. Okay, let's see what is that. Okay, so this project is there, which has 11 commits. If you see here, this has 11 commits, and if you see here, a simple one-page website created to help learn HTML. That's fine. So let me try to get this project into my own system. So for that, I am going to clone this project. So I'll use clone with HTTPS. So I've just copied this, and I have Git Bash already opened, and I'm in a folder called Git projects. So I will try to clone that project into my local system using git clone. Okay, sorry, I'll have to copy this, right? So copied, and I'm going to paste it here. Done. Enter. Okay, yeah, done. Yes, it's done. So now if I say ls, we can see that project. Look at here, we have got the project beginner HTML site styled. If you look at the repository name, it should be the same. Look at here, beginner HTML site styled. So whenever you clone any project, right, it is going to create a folder with the repository name, right, which we had seen in our earlier tutorials. Now let me open that project by using cd, which is nothing but the change directory followed by beginner HTML site styled. Okay, I am going to press enter. Okay, if I say ls, I can see all the files and folders which are part of that project. Okay, I'm going to clear it once. Okay, so I'm just clearing the console outputs. Okay, I'm going to just say ls once again, and these are the files and folders which are part of this project. Now what I said, if I wanted to know the entire history of the project, I'll have to say git log, right? So I'll just say git log, enter. Done. If you look at here, it has given me lot of information with all the commits which are part of this project. Oh my hen, it's making a lot of sound. Sorry guys. So that's okay. So if you look at here, there are 11 commits, right? So, and whenever you say git log, it is going to provide you all those commits which are part of your project. Now in this screen, we can see 3 commits, right? One, which is the top 1, 2, and 3. And if I scroll down, these are the different commits which are part of this project, right? And this is the end. And if I'm going up, I can see the latest commit which was done. Okay, so this was the latest commit which was done, adding COC file, and this was done at April 4, 2019. Look at here. So in this way, it is going to provide you a lot of information. Now this is simple git log without any parameters. So if you say git log without any parameters, it is going to list out all the different commits which happened in this project. Now in this case, we have 11 commits in the entire project, right? We have 11 commits, and it is displaying 11 commits. But most of the projects will have n number of commits, say it be 100,000. There can be a lot of commits, and if you wanted to limit those number of commits, say if you wanted to get last 5 commits, you can do that by passing the number of commits that you wanted to get. So I am just pressing Q which is basically to come out of it. So now what I'll say, git log followed by dash and the number of commits that I want. See, again it is making sound. Okay, leave it. So git log, I'm just saying 3. So it is going to provide me last 3 commits which happened in this project. Okay, I'm giving enter. Look at here. So it has given 1, 2 and 3, right? So this is 1, 2 and 3. If I come down, nothing is there. See, okay. Since the screen occupied all the 3 commits, let me give 1. You will get to know. Okay, done. Now if you look at here, it has just given me the last commit. So in this way you can limit the number of commits. So in this way you can limit the number of commits that you want, and it will be very much useful if you are a lead developer and if you wanted to review the code. Say one of your team member has pushed the code and you want to review the last commit which was happened. In that case you can use git log followed by the number of commits. Say the number of last few commits which you wanted to review. So in that way you can limit the number of commits. So in this way there are a lot of other options we can pass to git log command. So let me quickly go through my presentation once. Okay, so these are the basic commands which we come across. We had looked at git log and then git log minus p. Okay, we haven't looked at git log minus p, right? Let me show that quickly. Right, whenever I say git log, it is giving me all the different commits that happened in the project. But what if I wanted to know the changes that were happened along with those commits? So currently it is just providing me the commits, but what if I wanted to know the changes also along with those commits? So at that time we can pass an additional parameter called minus p, which is nothing but patch. P here stands for patch. So I'm going to do that now. So git log followed by dash dash patch. You can either use dash dash patch or else you can also use git log followed by minus p. So it is going to provide you the commits and at the same time the changes that were happened with that commits. So I'm going to press enter. Now look at here. Previously it has given us the commit, but now along with this commit it has given the changes that were happened with that commit. Look at here. So these are the changes that were happened. So what happened? There was one addition, right? So this was the new. So this was the new change happened, and then they have removed these lines of data. Look at here, we have minus, right? So minus here says that it was removed. Okay, and in similarly there was a lot of new code added. Okay, so in that way you can get lot of information. Look at here. So these are the different changes that were happened in those particular commits. So this is one option we have along with the git log, and it is going to be really helpful if you wanted to review the entire code, right? Because along with the commits it is providing us the changes too. Okay, and the next one is git log the number, right, which we had already seen. If you wanted to limit the number of commits you can pass the number. And the next one is pretty. So pretty is also one more beautiful parameter we can pass to git log, and this pretty will work as a key value pair. That means you need to pass some information to this pretty. Look at here. So I just said pretty and then followed by one line. Okay, so I'll just say one line and let's see what happens. So what actually happens is that it is going to provide the commits in one line. If you just say git log, it is providing us the different commits along with the author, date and other information, right? But if you say git log followed by dash dash pretty is equal to one line. Okay, look at here. All those commits, the 11 commits of this entire project were shown, but in a single line. Look at here. This is a single line, and then this is a single line. So in this way, it is going to provide the information in a single line. And if you wanted to know, right, little bit more information, right, so one line is going to provide single line, whereas if you wanted to know little bit more you just have to provide short. Okay, so I'm going to provide short and let's see what happens. Look at here. So it has provided the author, but earlier if you say git log it has given date, right, but with the short option it is not going to provide the date. So in this way there are a lot of other options. So similarly you have full is going to provide little bit more information. Look at here, it has provided author and the commit information also. So the main difference between an author and a committer is author is the one who has created the project, and the committer is the one who has done this particular change and committed. So basically commit is the one who has done that commit. So that's the basic difference between an author and a commit, and along with that it is going to provide us the commit message. Okay, so this is having bit more information, right? So we got this information by using Git log pretty full, and similarly there is one more option called folder. It is going to give us even more information, right? Look at here, so it has even provided with the dates. So in that way there are lot more options available with the Git log, but I am not going to talk about all those different options, but I will try to put them under this description box. And similarly, if you have ever come across any other parameters with the Git log, please provide them under the comment section so that others will get benefit from that. Okay, so that's all about Git log.